Kane, it's 1-0. We're down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened, as I said it would. People will be... Oh, when have we got Leeds? Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you are all doing well. Please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. This won't be the first and it won't be the last time you'll see me today, because I'll be doing a watch-along of Chelsea versus Luton, and then straight after that, we'll be looking ahead to Ipswich with the late night Leeds crew as we do your big match preview live. Now, okay, it's never easy. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. At Leeds United, or at any club for that matter, I think, in terms of getting transfer deals over the line. And it's transpired over the last couple of hours that Amiri, look, there's issues with both deals. Genk have changed the goalposts and Leeds United are potentially pulling out of the deal. What I will say before I go any further, this is no reflection on the 49ers. This is no reflection on the powers that be at the football club. So they have, in this situation, my full support. I believe that the football club, and again, I'm pretty chilled about the situation. You ain't going to get a meltdown, because I feel that Leeds United, even if we don't get either of these deals over the line, they will go and move and look to look to a different player. A different player. And look, ultimately, this is the current state of play, and we'll have a chat about it. Genk have moved the goalposts. They're trying to be shady. It is what it is. At the end of the day, a deal was already agreed with Southampton for a straight swap for Onuachu, and that was due to the valuation of both players being very similar. I talking around, I think it was 8 million I read earlier on from David Ornstein for both players. And then, Leeds United have obviously agreed terms to that or thereabouts, and Genk are trying to change the goalposts. And Leeds United, as we've already seen, have already seen that they ain't about to be messed around with. We've seen that with the Willie Gnonto situation. I have enough faith in them now currently, that'll all be good. And I think maybe putting out there that you're willing to walk away from the deal may cause Genk to come back to the negotiating table. If they want him gone, and by all accounts, there's no issues on the player's side with Paintsill, which isn't the same as Amiri. And again, Amiri, I believe it's due to family stuff. Amiri has a baby on the way, or maybe has a young baby, and it's all on the player's side. I think, look, if we're being honest, we were unsure on Amiri anyway, due to him wanting Marseille, and Marseille couldn't agree a deal. Obviously, the thing is as well, his agent's his brother, so he's not going to be pushing the move like, say, Gnonto's agent was, because he's family. Do you see what I'm saying? And the issue may be that's a stumbling block for Amiri is family issues, and his agent's his brother. So he's hardly going to be saying, nah, you need to take this deal, son. You're not going to get any more deals better than... Do you see what I'm saying? Whereas another agent who's normally in it for themselves might be going, you're going to have to take this deal. There might not be anything else on the horizon. Now, what I will say, was willing to move to France. So he is willing to leave Germany, but France are much more attractive. Marseille is a much more attractive prospect than a second-tier Leeds. And that's fact. And that's even for his missus. Yo, for all we know, she might have been on Google Maps and checking out the Leeds City Centre in comparison to Marseille. Seen the view from Beeston Hill and went, nah. We are not bringing up our son in Beeston. So I'm not too downbeat about it. Like, if people are expecting that, and I hope you would feel the same as well. It shows that the club, and I think Jamie's put in the comments as well, like we we can't be annoyed at the club in this scenario. This happens a lot. Sometimes it doesn't even make it to the press, right? Demar says showing Winston's. I think the Paintsill thing, Leeds will get that deal done because they've saying, well, we'll walk away. We'll walk away, mate. If you're gonna try treat us like an idiot, because that's, you know, to put it in layman's terms, if you're gonna try to take us for a mug, then we'll leave it. Because guess what? You were already. This is the thing, and this is where Ghent are in a hard place for me. They already agreed a deal with Southampton for a straight swap with Onuachu because both players were valued around the same. Leeds United have given them money to that valuation, which means they could go and then get Onuachu potentially from Southampton anyway, because it's clear they're okay with him leaving. So we're saying, okay, here's the money instead of a straight swap, and you know they're a bit, oh no. But of course, for me, if Leeds United are willing to pull out, because this has just come out, I know Joe Donahue did a tweet earlier on, sorry, but Dharmesh Chef, one of the Sky Sports reporters, has just tweeted out. I'll share it on the screen so you can see it. And Adam Pope, Andrea Russo's just, I don't know why I said Adam Pope, but let me just share with you my screen so you can see what I mean in terms of what Dharmesh Chef's just had to say. Okay, so he said Leeds United considering withdrawing their offer for Genk forward Joseph Paintsill. They feel they made a good and fair offer, but believe Genk have moved the goalposts on their valuation. Genk wanted to do a straight swap deal with Southampton involving striker Paul Onuachu. Now, as you can see from the earlier tweet, Leeds United were in advanced talks for a total package totaling 10 million euros, 8 million plus add-ons. It may be that Genk are trying to, do some shady shit and say we want more than that. And Leeds United clearly value the player. The player clearly values Leeds United over Southampton in this instance. So I think that's a deal. I'm not too concerned about it. I'm genuinely not too concerned about the Joseph Paintsill deal. I think Leeds United, it's basically we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. We're not privy to that information, but I think that they will come back to the negotiating table for me, and Leeds United can then potentially, get the deal over the line for the price that they've originally agreed, because it sounds like it was already way down the pecking order, and they're trying to. This happens though, right? This happens, and this is why deals rumble on. But I'm genuinely not panicked. I'm chilled about the situation because I have enough faith now in what I've seen, and it's mad how your whole opinion can change when you go and get Pirro. Like, for me, as a football club, when was the last time we went and got the most sought after striker in any division? We did the normal thing. When was the last time Leeds United did a normal thing? Oh, you need goals, you need a new number 9. We'll have the one that scored the most goals in the division over the last 2 years. That's wild for me. It's such a long time since that's happened. So I'm confident now. I am confident. And like Damar says here, this is the thing. We know all too well what players can do. Ain't it funny? Ain't it funny if it gets to weekend and Paintsill refuses to play? Us Leeds fans going, yeah, do it. Put in a transfer request, lad. Go on. Well, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad. But no, look, I'm pretty chilled about the Paintsill situation. And if they are going to continue to dig their heels in and Leeds don't think it's financially viable for them, then you walk away, and that's fine. And they'll go and get someone else. So yeah. In terms of Amiri, there seems to be a reluctance on the player side for him to come. Now, it was on Wacko. Big up Dan Moylan, by the way. DJ Dan Moylan on Wacko said, look, it's not even a case of as well that that it's so much the player, it's more a family issue. And then obviously Leeds fans or any fans do some digging. And on his Instagram this year, there's a picture of him and his wife or girlfriend, and she's heavily pregnant. So you know, this has to come into factor, doesn't it? At the end of the day, when considering if you're going to move somewhere or not, you know. Wow, do you know what? Something blew my mind earlier on as well. Big shout out to Square Ball. She just made me remember there about family issues, and it was Moscow who was talking about the Willie Nonto situation and his refusal to play in that, and how we put a transfer request in. And I didn't know, but Billy Bremner did. Billy Bremner did, which blew my mind. I didn't know that, and that just shows you this happens. And now we have a statue of him outside our ground. By the way, he didn't refuse to play, but he did hand in a transfer request because he wanted to see his girlfriend who lived up in Scotland at the time. So that blew my mind a little bit, and it just made me think of it there with the family stuff. And obviously Jack Charlton tried to sign for Manchester United as well, which again I did not know. So there you go. It just shows, doesn't it? Who knows? Maybe in 50 years' time, we might have a statue of Willie Nonto outside the ground. So, yeah, it's mad. It's mad. Paintsill and Amiri, too good to be true. It's Leeds. For me, it isn't even a case of saying that. Isn't even a case of saying that. I think, you know, I think we'll be all right. Yeah, Jack. Let me sort that for you, broski. I think we'll be all right. Because we'll just go get another target. We can already see that fact. That Leeds United are not going to sit on it. Now, again, if you were to ask me right now if we're going to get Amiri done, my answer's probably no, which does pain me. Because you know, hearing what the lads would say, I think it's he would be ideal. That 10, if you like. There will be other options out there. Of course, there will. There's players everywhere. There will be other options, but it looks like at this moment in time, and we have to remember as well that he preferred the Marseille move anyway. Sonny, I've got it, bro. I have got it, Sonny. Let me get back to you. I've just been very busy, bro. Thanks for the email, and I'll certainly get back to you, broski. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see how it develops. But if I was a betting man now, I would say that we don't get the Amiri deal, and Leeds United might look at other options. Not another Leeds pod. I think Locks mentioned it earlier on as well. Ilias Chair could be one of them. Who knows? But clearly they preferred Amiri, and you want to get your first targets, don't you? Like Eugene says in the chat, please pay your rent. Yeah, if you haven't already, please do like the video. It's not going to be overly long one. Just a quick update, because remember, I'm going to be live at about 5 to 8 to do Chelsea versus Luton. I've captained Nicholas Jackson. It's a bold move, knowing that Haaland's got Sheffield United, but sometimes fortune favours the brave, right? Rory D says, Joe, what's going on with Buonanotte? I never thought we were in for Buonanotte, Rory, if I'm being totally honest, and I said as much. I know there was a lot of noise about it from Alejandro Gomez or something from Argentina or the South American side of it, because there was a picture on his profile with Buonanotte, even though you don't know if that was a guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, Twitter's mental. You don't know who anyone is unless they've actually got their face on the profile. But yeah, I didn't think Buonanotte was ever on. However, I did speak to a lad called Ryan, who he's at Seagull Social and does bits for the club, actually. And he said that De Zerbi was on record as saying he'd be willing to allow him to go out on loan. There'd be no permanent deal, and it would be late in the window. But the thing is, on that, they've now got an injury to Enciso. Enciso is going to be out for quite a long time, which I think that means Buonanotte stays. So I don't even think that had legs, if I'm honest. But there might be other out there who know more than me that said it does. But I'm not too sure. Listen, there's a lot of stories out there, and some are real, some are not. Right? So yeah. Yeah, Jake, I think that's the main reason, my mate. I think it is the main reason, pal, that that's why that deal won't get done. Listen, at the end of the day, this morning from Xavi Alonso's press conference, I had to, when you translated, it said that Amiri stands at the ground, he stays, and he's in the squad at the weekend. I thought that was a surprise anyway, because I actually quoted that and said, you know, he's in the squad, which you'd think as I thought Amiri might get announced today. I was that confident last night. Marco, will you leave that alone, please? Will you stop chewing paper, bro? Good boy. I thought that deal would get done today. Leave it alone. Stop. Sit down there and get one of your toys. Not chewing boxes and stuff, man. Dogs, honestly, they're mad. Get down. I want to say hello. It's too heavy, Marco. Here you go. Say hello. Make some right sounds, does Marco? Don't you? Hey? Don't you? Right, go and get that. So, yeah, get down, son. Down. Yeah, down. No, stop. Stay down. Yeah, so people won't now. Yeah, I'm not too sure on the Amiri one, just because he was close to going Marseille. He was what's the Marseille? Then he was close to going Marseille, and then even today, you know, he's staying in Leverkusen. He's in the, bro, get down now. Sit. Good boy, stay there. Yeah, so I'm not too sure on that. He's in the match day squad for tomorrow. It'd be interesting if he gets any minutes. And look, his wife might have said to him, I don't fancy that move to Beeson. So it's one to watch. And like I said, if I'm a betting man, I say at this moment in time that we don't get it done. And this is important, isn't it, Ted? You know, at this, I'm not saying, oh, we can shut the window, we've got Pirro, but the fact that we've got a deal under the door as big as Pirro, we can now, you know, be chilled about it. Imagine if we didn't get Pirro though, and this is happening. You know what I'd be doing right now? I'd be like, you know, calling them all names under the sun. It's the emotions of a football fan. If we can get Spence done, again, that's another huge one. But I think Spence is that's going to be the more difficult of the lot, because I think Spence has a very high opinion of himself. You've got to respect that, and I think he'll be waiting for a team. I think he's got offers in France where he spent last season on loan, and you know, I think he wants a lower end Premier League, but we'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see on that. So Amiri, at this moment in time, I would say it looks dead, maybe. Just do. But maybe give him some time. Maybe invite them over. Don't show them Beeston. Take them to Harrogate. Take them to York. You know what I mean? Take them to see some sights in York. Take them around the set of Emmerdale and be like, yeah, this is where you could live, you know, nice little place. Just keep them out of like certain areas and just take them to really nice places in Yorkshire. And we might be good. We might be good. Keep them away from like, yeah, just, you know what I'm saying. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see on that. But at this moment in time, I'm a little bit unsure. Yeah, Harrogate's a nice place, isn't it? I know York isn't Leeds, I know that. But I'm on about, you know, like in terms of the architecture and the, you know, that's a nice place to go, right? To view if you from out of the place. Harrogate, yeah, mate. In Yorkshire, we drop the H's, don't we? Harrogate, Halifax, and Harrogate, Huddersfield. Yeah. Anyway, Zilly Sausage says, take them to Mixie. Do not take them to Halifax, Wakefield, Dewsbury, anywhere like that. You know, Ponty, someone said Pontefract. Just take them North Yorkshire. Take them around places like that if you can, and just say, yeah, this is Leeds. Yeah, what's all the signs? Nah, don't worry about them signs. Enjoy yourself. Yeah. So just wait and see what happens there. Do not take them to Bradford, Sonny. No way, Jose. Sorry for any Bradfordonians, but yeah, that's yeah, probably the least place you want to take them. Like, you come out of the train station and straight in front of you is the court. Do you know what I mean? Like, you come out of the train station, the court's there. Yeah, Definitely not. So I said, take them to escape in Cass. Take them to Cass. Cass Vegas. Take them to Cass Vegas. My brother lives in Cass now, to be fair. Cass Vegas. Take them around there. Wakey Wines, maybe. Yeah. Just say, do you know TikTok? Well, if you want, check here. And that guy, what's the best shopping way? Yeah. And she can do a TikTok and that. That'll be decent, won't it? But we'll have to wait and see, right? We'll have to wait and see on that one. It looks like we'll wait to see what he says. And I think Leeds United will give him over the weekend. And if he says no, then they're going to be looking elsewhere, because we've only got 7 days as of today. So get the weekend out of the way. If you let him mull over it by Monday, it ends on Friday. You know what I mean? So it's we can't give him too long. So it's going to be a case of now or never. You stay at Leverkusen or you come to us. And then, as I say, I think the Paintsill one, I'm pretty chilled about it. I think Paintsill will get done. Just because Genk are playing silly beggars, Leeds United are saying, well, you're not. That's not going to happen. Do you know what I mean? It's not going to happen. We're not going to give you that. Stop taking the piss. We know you already agreed a deal, and that's where you have a decent thing. Bournemouth set to make 25 million move for Leicester City's Patson Daka. There you go. There's an update on that. I think they've just signed someone as well from that team over in Turkey. So yeah, they've done that today. But yeah, so again, it is just a case of waiting now for further developments. But like I said, I'm chilled because I think I've got enough faith now in this group to know that they're gonna look to another option if they can't get this one over the line. Yeah, we know it is, Steve. Yeah, we don't say their names around here though, pal. Yeah. Demar says, show them Halifax Pete. Yeah, definitely do. Show them Halifax Pete. It's all good. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see. But there's your latest update. I don't want to keep you too long. So like I said, I'll be live again in a little bit, and there's not too much to go on. And this is the important thing to say. But it's a different in it, because we know they've tried on this. We didn't want to get to a point where we got to end the window and go, yeah, we tried. You can now rest on your laurels. If they're not going to come, you look elsewhere. You know, if Amiri's not going to come and his wife says no, then you go, do you know what? We're going to move elsewhere, move on. I think with the Paintsill one, I think we can get that done. We just have to go back to the drawing board and say to Gent, look, you agreed a deal. The player wants to move. We want the player. Stop taking the piss. Accept the money and we move. Yeah, we move. So yeah. Anyway, please do smash a like on the video. Make sure you pay your rent on your way out. Make sure you join me for tonight's watch along if that's your thing, or you understand if you don't want to. But we will be live straight after tonight's game. So after you've watched the football, if indeed you are, and you're stuck for something to do, come and watch the big match preview live with myself, Andrea, Lockie, the late night Leeds crew. Yeah, so pay your rent on the way out, and I'll see you later on tonight. And obviously, if anything develops while we're watching the game, we'll be able to get first instant live reactions to it as well. So I'll see you in a bit. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully I'll see you in about an hour. So I'll go make myself some tea, and I'll see you in an hour's time. Peace out, folks. Enjoy your evening. Love you all.